As you saw from our last video, we can easily add $300,000 to Captain Bob's retirement in 14 years. But what if you don't have $300,000 in your account? And most don't. What if you only have $20,000? Watch as I explain to Captain Chris how to make great returns out of a small amount of money in his retirement fund to help a friend's credit card problem at the same time. A win-win. Because in my last video, I talked about the example with Captain Bob. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, totally. I saw all your videos, man.
Yeah. So, and that I showed how I can double Captain Bob's retirement in 14 years. But in that example, Captain Bob had $300,000. And I want to show you and everybody that you don't need $300,000 to do this at all. So we'll just use this example. We'll have Chris with his credit card, right? And then over here is Mike's solo 401k or IRA, all right? All right, so in this example, we'll get round numbers, so it makes the math a little bit easier. So let's say Chris over here, he has $20,000 in credit card debt, just hypothetically, right? Credit card interest rates, I've seen between like 17, I've seen as high as 30 on my Amazon card. Let's do 18 because it's an even number. So let's just say, hypothetically, interest rate on the credit card is 18%. Now, my solo 401k plan, my retirement plan, can now, since I don't have $300,000, it does have 20. Watch what happens. So now I can now take that, my $20,000 from my solo 401k, and now your credit card debt is gone, zero. And in return, you were paying 18%. While we negotiate, I want to help you out because you're helping me out. You're helping my retirement plan, so I'm going to help you out. So in this instance, we agreed, hypothetically, you are now going to pay my IRA, my solo 401k back at 9% interest. Now, what has this done beneficial to Chris? Number one, your credit score for commercial credit score for credit card has now gone up because you paid off your debt. You have no more credit card debt. So your score went through the roof. And your payments, your monthly payments, went down. Now, everyone talks about percentage-wise and everything. It's easier to think in dollars, right? And the only way to convert it is use the financial calculator. So I'm going to use the financial calculator and show you dollar-wise what this does. And by the way, you no longer pay 18%, so that's crossed out. So we'll just base this off of, let's say we were planning on paying it off in 5 years, just for even numbers, right? So I put in 5 years, and the original was 18%, $20,000. That's a monthly payment of $508 a month, right? So it went from $508 a month to, we do 9%. Now your monthly payments went down to $415. It's almost $100 savings per month. So per year, you just save $1,200 for the year. And that's with just $20,000. And that's with the 18%. We can go higher too. So just to show you number-wise how much you'd be saving, all right? Now, what about on this side? So what are the benefits? So the benefits are my retirement plan now gets a 9% yield consistently.
Yep.
There's no dip like in the stock market. It's consistent 9%, which is huge returns anyway in any mutual fund. But the fact that it's consistent because it's compounding, it's a lot of money. In fact, let's talk about how much money that would be. So the interest on that over 5 years, I just made $5,000 in my retirement account by helping you out. Not bad. So the minus, okay, let's say if Chris missed a payment. Hey, you can't pay it this month because of COVID and whatnot. So missed payment. What would happen if you missed a payment with your credit card? Your credit rating is going to the rock bottom. But because we're friends, and because this is a mutual deal, we can renegotiate. So now I can say, okay, hey, I understand. How about we skip the next 6 months payments and just continue it on? So instead of the 5-year payments, now it's 5 years and 6 months. So now you have time to recuperate. Or I can change that 9% to 5% and extend the terms. So now if you miss a payment for any reason, we just talk, no problem. All right, now let's say it's really bad. Let's say you just don't return my phone calls, you leave the country or something. Well, in this situation, we can add collateral just like a bank. With this agreement, I would say, okay, in return, as a safety net, we would say, okay, let's put a $20,000 second lien on your house, or let's say you have a car that I think that I think the value is proportional or greater than the 20,000. Should we do the car? So what does this mean? So in the absolute worst case scenario, and most likely this won't happen because we can renegotiate the payments.
Mm-hmm.
But from a safety net standpoint, let's say your house is worth $20,000 or $200,000, right? Through foreclosure processes with the bank and everything, my IRA, my 401k can now make $200,000 from a $20,000 investment. That's a 1,000% return.
So with that lien on the house, you can actually get you can foreclose a house if you have to.
Correct. Even though it's a second lien, there are methods, and they're a bit more complicated, to get the entire house. But like I said, that's if it got really bad. But the best part is we have other mechanisms like over here. If you miss a payment, we renegotiate and no problem.
Yep.
So that's the basic concept of it. It's a win-win for everybody. I get 9%. If things hit the fan, I get 1,000%. Your credit score goes up, monthly payments go down. And you can see right there, it's almost about $100 and the process of renegotiating. Incredible. By taking advantage of the CARES Act and using your self-directed retirement account, you can make win-win deals and profit like the bank. Want to learn the details of how to make win-win deals like this? Schedule a free chat with me at layovermoney.com/chatwithmike. And I'll walk you through how to invest like the rich without the volatility of this Wall Street. And don't forget to keep an eye out for my next video where I use the same strategy to reduce the interest of a friend's credit card debt to zero or possibly negative, meaning that the credit card debt pays for itself.